Let's see. Juice fasting. Oh, you're talking about dissolving gallstones. Yeah, gallstones are soft stones. They're yellow and green. The green is bile, the yellow is cholesterol, so they're actually cholesterol bile stones. Yeah, that's why I think it's better to use the liver formula to detoxify your body for a while, because remember, detoxification is a cationic experience, meaning it's going to dissolve away, break apart, and that's true in the blood. You'll see your blood cells. Generally, when you eat proteins and things, your blood cells cluster or follow each other like choo-choo trains. Once you're bringing in enzymatic-rich foods like fruits and berries, the blood cells separate. Everybody's good. You can clot when you need to. I know they give you anti-clotting medications and stuff in strokes and things, and really the problem is your blood is too many proteins and things in the blood. It comes back to proteins. I'm sorry. You study this and study this, you'll wonder why man has such a fetish with proteins, but look at him. He's going down. So don't be afraid of that. And then do a liver gallbladder flush, in a couple of months if you feel good about it, But detoxify for a while, and it'll pull the gallstones and polyps out and stuff like that. You might have to get aggressive with your lymph system. And getting aggressive is more fruits, more berries, and more melons. Don't tell anybody, but some of your comments, if you noticed, if you're reading some of these comments, guys, you see some of these guys have found out already how more powerful fruits and berries and melons are over vegetables. I love those comments because this is what I found. And this is what Arnold Ehret found. And this is what hundreds of great, even medical doctors found in the early 1800s, later 1800s, early 1900s, found the same thing. Everybody finds the same thing when they do it. Sometimes fear and ridiculous misinformation that's out there scares you, but don't let that scare you. Don't let God scare you. God made the fruits for all of us, and, go that way. Yeah, more gallstones here. Here, I'm thinking you're saying lymphedema, stage 1. You have lymphedema in the legs. Again, that's kidney failure. I mean, when your legs start swelling, that's kidney failure. And that's the lymph system, but it's probably been backing up in you for a longer time than you can realize. The sugar, simple sugars, don't be afraid of them. And that reminds me, I think this was an important one to touch on, is this gentleman, I think he's in Bulgaria, fighting his type 1, and he quit taking his insulin. Remember, I made a comment on that. She's made another comment about which, excuse me, please, which insulin should he stop, the slow acting or the fast acting. I don't legally have a right to tell you any of that, I don't think. Even though the laws in Florida we found are contrary, gives me the right, and of course our Constitution gives, but you know what, if it was me and I'm on a fruit and vegetable diet, my blood sugars are coming down. I would be more interested in controlling with a faster acting one, and I'd be watching my blood sugar often so I could get it stabilized. I know you're working off a different number than we are, but anything below 130, 120 is, that's for a type 1 diabetic is a good blood sugar, but here we stabilize it at around 90 to 100. And for a type 1, that's good. But once in a while, you go up and down, so everybody does a little bit. So you might need to call the clinic if you want more help. Hard to, some things you just have to be smart with. I'm trying to find her thing here. Oh, yeah, here we are. Which of the blood sugar levels we should take into account before eating or shortly after eating? I would like to see what you're eating and how your body metabolizes it. That's really the key, is not the fasting blood sugar, but how your body deals with the blood sugar, with sugars, and how to utilize it. The problem is you're looking at glucose. Fructose doesn't need insulin, so it's a little misunderstanding, or it's a little bit. You have to understand that if you're eating fruit, you're going to get that sugar into a cell. And that is more important than anything else, is that you get a sugar in a cell to give you carbon so you can get ATP. So that's important to understand. If certain fruits cause your blood sugar to go up, don't eat them. I mean, balance out there a little bit. Work yourself through this. Use a pancreatic formula. Our pancreatic formula is designed for that. And this can be a neurological type 1. And remember, in past videos, we went over the neurological side of a lot of conditions. So I don't know what to tell you there, but I think I would, if it was me, I'm going to be looking at my blood sugar and controlling it more quickly than I'm going to be thinking long term. Because in long term, I'm on simple sugars, and this is all about bringing that. I mean, and if you get ketosis, do a lot of watermelons, and really just detoxify that body out there. This other person asked me about Earth Bowl. That's an interesting name. I like that. You guys got some cool names here. Asking me, about a root canal and all this. That's the one I was referring to about taking the heel loss, the bark and the leaves of the herbs left from boiling and making the tea and putting up on that area there. This is also inside the gums and stuff. This is your lymph system. And so very familiar with dental work, unfortunately. Baking soda. Someone asked me about how to take care of teeth. I use baking soda, or we have a formula with that in it. Someone also asked me about ionizers, what my feeling is. I don't like messing with nature. Maybe I'm too simple, guys, so forgive me, but I don't believe in messing with God. I don't. I mean, as I go on here, that's what we've done. We've been playing with chemistry when we should have just left well enough alone. Enjoyed the ecstasy and bliss of consciousness, not the mind. But this world is about playing with the mind, so I guess I can't judge. But typically right now, we're seeing people playing with 9.5. And I don't like ionized water, but 9.5 dangerous. I'm getting a lot of people in here feeling sick at 9.5. Remember, your blood is only 7.4 pH, and I think I was telling you, I think cesium is like, what, 8.5. That's as high as an alkaline ingestion I would go. You don't want to go too far on the alkaline side either. Make no mistake, there's a balance between acids and the bases, and that's more important. The balance is more on the base side, however, than it is on the acid side. It's not 50-50. So I don't think much of machines. A lot of chiropractors use machines and to diagnose, and machines to do this. And if you don't know the body, you don't know the body. And I don't get into machines. I think that we should know. And I like mountain water. I like energized mountain water or spring water out of these deep springs. So we were talking about that, about waters here in a past thing. So I'm really not hot into that. If you're going to get maybe get your distiller, and then I just hate adding colloidal minerals, that's liquid minerals, because then some chemists made that formula, and it's like, I like the earth to energize that for us, But I don't care. Most fruits and vegetables, they're full of water. You're not going to be real thirsty on the side of that anyway. Another question was asking me about bioidentical steroids and hormones. My feeling is the same. I don't care what they call them. You don't take hormones, steroids, neurotransmitters, digestive enzymes, anything like that. That's melatonin, that's synthroid, that's armor, that's cortisol, that's anything. Because if we take those things, we then are going to see a decline and a decay of the function of those respective glands.